Friendships and friends are such an integral part of our life. It's so important while we are growing up because they are the family that we choose. And I think you must have read this quote a lot of times. Friendships have like a mutual benefit sort of thing. You share your own feelings and they share theirs. You share your ups and downs. You talk to them about anything under the sky and you just be you with them. Having such friends is such an amazing blessing, but there are some people who pretend to be your friends and they are with you for their own benefit and they hardly give a damn about how you feel. I've had people in my life who literally were there with me so that they can get their own work done, and they were there with me. They pretended to be friends, but they were not my actual friends. So I was there for them when they needed someone, and I tried to be a good friend to them. But when I needed someone, they were not there. I don't really recognize such people who pretend to be friends with me. I don't know what to say. I mean, am I innocent? Am I naive? Or is it just my ignorance? Well, what I think it is I think it's a combination. Because, firstly, I cannot recognize such people, and by the time I start to get these feelings that, something is off, when I need them, they are not there, I still keep on ignoring those signs till the point when the water just goes above my head, and then I realize I'm like, okay, yeah, I should have thought about all the red flags that I noticed, which I just ignored. And later when you realize that you're so much deep into the friendship that you feel so bad. And for me, if something like this happens, that if I'm friends with someone and maybe they are just pretending to be friends with me, I do have had such people in my life who just pretended to be friends with me. I cannot recognize such people and their feelings early enough. So I don't know what to say. Like, am I naive? Am I innocent? Or is it just my ignorance? And I think it's like a combination, because like when they start giving me these red flags, I somehow don't notice it, and I somehow just, maybe just not even feel it. And then later, when I realize that something is off, it's like I ignore it. I'm like, they're good friends to me, and it's just me overthinking. Later, when water just goes above my head, I'm like, yes, it is my fault. I should have thought about it. I saw all the red flags and ignored it. The worst part is, such people actually make me feel bad about myself. Because when they leave, because eventually they leave, nobody can pretend for such a long time. Trust me. And if someone is pretending to be your friend, it's only for a short period and eventually they will leave you. And for me, when they leave, I completely blame myself, which is not at all correct. It's the exact opposite. They are to be blamed. They were not my friends, and I was completely honest. And I'm pretty sure that I don't like saying it, but most of us have had such experiences and have had encountered such people. There are some people who are wise enough to not blame themselves, but I know there are people like me who just blame themselves. And you blame yourself up to a point that you just feel that maybe you're just too good or too innocent, that people take advantage of you, and you feel so bad, and you just feel that you're not smart, you're dumb enough, that people can take advantage of you and just walk over you. And over time, I just talked to myself, and I've tried to be more careful while making friends, and that is why I am so selective. I'm not saying I evaluate and judge each and every person who comes up to me and talks to me. I'm not like that. But I try to see small signs, and those are like how I feel when I am with a person, and then how attentive are they when I am talking? Are they interested enough to talk to me, and how I feel about myself when I am with them. This basic body language everybody should know. If someone is with you and is constantly distracted and not even listening to you, you somehow feel, and trust me, you get that vibe. Your instinct tells you, like, maybe that person is not that attentive and maybe he doesn't want to listen to you. I just feel these things. I notice a lot of things. If I'm sitting with you, I am going to notice you from in and out. The sole purpose is to see how am I feeling with you. So one thing I'm a huge believer of is vibes. If you're giving me good and positive vibes, with such people I'm so comfortable. I don't think a lot while talking. I'll be very in. I feel with them I have such easy flowing conversations, and it's just amazing to be with them. But on the other hand, if there are people who I don't get that vibes from, I know that it's going to take a lot of efforts from my side to have a conversation with them. For me, I think people are investments because you're investing your time, your feelings, your efforts. Basically, you're investing yourself with them, and you need to get a certain sort of return in the sense that you should feel good with them, you should feel calm with them, you should be happy with them. Those are the friends that you should search for. If you slightly feel that that person is not attentive, or maybe is just there pretending to be your friend, just listen to that feeling. Because if you feel a certain way, the best thing is to question, why are you feeling that way? So now when I have these feelings with someone, I don't confront them at all, and I won't even say that I don't want to hang out with you. I I'm not that bold, but I just be very careful, because eventually I don't want to hurt myself. Because when these people leave, you're so heavily invested in them that you blame yourself and you feel so bad about yourself. So now when I get these feelings with someone, I just try to be very careful. The point of me talking about this is so that you can avoid such toxic feelings in your life. Because in today's times, I know there are more people out there who want to be connected to you or who want to be friends with you for a particular reason. It can be anything, it can be some work related reason or anything. It's really important to be very careful about it, because once you get attached to someone, it's very hard to detach yourself from them. At least for me, and I know there are people out there who are very sensitive and very emotionally invested in people. So my key advice would be just be very careful when you're making friends and notice these red flags. And I've learned this in my life, and I am in the process of becoming better. But it's very important to know how you feel with someone, because your conscience would never lie to you. It would always tell you the truth. If it's very necessary, you need to distance yourself. Just remember, people are investments. I don't know how it sounds, but I really think they are, because you're investing yourself and you need to be very careful. I know people who have like financial investments and they're very careful with that. Why not be careful when you're investing yourself and your feelings? Stay away from toxic people, look out for those signs, know how you feel with different people. Friendships are the most amazing thing in your life. You spend a lot of time with your friends while growing up, so we have to be very wise in choosing them. I hope you got a point out of this video, and please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what are your thoughts, and I would really like your support. Selves, be happy, be careful, and take care. Bye bye.